Hi, everybody. Dugraz here with Dugraz Reports. Hey, I got an envelope in the mail today from Amex, also known as American Express. Let's open it up and see what's inside. It's a whole bunch of disclosures. And look, there's a credit card that already has the numbers pre-taped for my privacy. Boy, that was sure nice of them to do that. Well, as you may have picked up on by the title of this video, it's about my new credit card, the Hilton Honors Business Credit Card, and we're going to take a look at it today. Before I jump in, though, on this channel, we talk about finding epic value for the average American, including but not limited to credit card rewards. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and please click the thumbs up button. Let's dive in. So we're here, we're on the American Express website. Let's look at it together. Let's talk it over together and learn about the Hilton Honors Business American Express credit card. And first things first, always evaluate the annual fee. Here it is, a $95 annual fee. Now, recently, I believe it was about 3 weeks ago, American Express and Hilton added this item here, new offer. Let's read it. Earn a $150 statement credit after your first purchase on the Hilton Honors Business Card within your first 3 months. Well, how about that? Right away, you're already winning. If you make one purchase on this card, they're basically paying you $55 in the first year to have it because you get a $150 statement credit and there's a $95 annual fee. That's a $55 positive that you come out ahead. I'll put a screenshot somewhere here on the screen showing my $150 statement credit, which I've already got. I'm going to work towards more than that, but I've already made my first purchase, so I've already got that. And then as we keep reading a little further, it says, plus earn 150,000 Hilton Honors bonus points after you spend $2,000 in purchases on the card within your first 3 months of card membership. So we would think about buying things you would normally buy anyway. I say buy, but really things you would pay for. One transaction I did was I prepaid 2 months worth of my electric bill. That's around $400 in order to work towards that $2,000 minimum spend. What attracted me to the Hilton Honors business card? Well, I'm in a position where with my Chase 524 status, I'll be falling back under 524 in May of this year. I didn't want to just go the first 4 months of 2020 without any sort of sign-up bonus. So I thought I'll do a business card because those don't report to your personal credit. You do have a hard pull, but the actual opening of a new line of credit doesn't show. The other nice thing is you can add authorized users and it doesn't affect their credit report either. So it's sort of like a freebie. It doesn't really mess up your credit at all. It's something I can work on. Now let's talk about how much these 150,000 Hilton bonus points are worth. First, we need to look at one more perk of this card, though. You'll notice here it says complimentary Hilton Gold status. For example, with this card, you get, I shouldn't say for example, when you have this card, you just get Hilton Honors Gold status. Like an 80% bonus on base points, space available room upgrades, and more. Now, there's more to it than that, though. So here's a article on the Value Penguin website, which I think does a decent explanation, showing the different levels that come with Hilton Elite status. And you'll see here's gold, the one that this card gives you automatically. And there's a few, I guess, kind of important things like late checkout and free transfer points and points pooling. But right here, 5th standard reward night free, and that's included with silver, gold, or diamond. What that means is if you use points to book a 5-night stay, you get the 5th night free on that. So you pay for 4 in points, get the 5th with no points. That's important in my mind to keep in mind while we're evaluating how much that sign-up bonus is worth. Now, I personally value Hilton points at half a cent per point. just looking at some reasonable redemption values, that's what I think it comes out to. A lot of times you can get better than that, and I'll show you some examples a little later in this video. But on their own, half a cent per point. So I want to include that fifth night free as I think about it. So you'd want to take an extra 20% value because that'd be the fifth night. But I also think to myself, am I always going to be able to use that benefit? No. So what is a reasonable reduction? I'd say we can value that fifth night free at 80% of its face value. In other words, you get an extra 20% from it, and I'm going to take 80% of that. So we got 20 times 0.8, that's 16, or basically a 1.16 modifier. So I said earlier I valued Hilton points at half a cent each, which would be that on the calculator. And then I take that times 1.16, and we get 0.58 cents, or $0.0058. So in other words, that's how I would value Hilton points. All right. Now we got to take this figure of 58/100ths of a cent per point times the number of points, 150,000, and that comes out to $870. So I'm valuing this sign-up bonus at around $870. That's not bad. Plus, remember, we get the $55 over and above the annual fee. So really, it's about $925 of value. That's a pretty good sign-up bonus. Let's take a look at point earnings here. So this card earns 12 points per dollar for any purchases at Hilton, 6 points per dollar at gas stations, wireless telephone services, and shipping purchases. And because I value those at 0.58, that would be like a 3.4, 3.5. Rounding, we'll say 3.5. So like 3.5% back on those things. Also, on what they call select travel purchases, this is weird, but they consider restaurants to be a travel purchase, maybe because it's a business card. So restaurants, flights booked directly with airlines or Amex Travel, and then car rentals from select car rental companies. And that's just basically kind of your big normal Avis, Hertz, Enterprise, Budget, Alamo, those kind of places. And then 3 points on all other purchases. In other words, just a little over 1.5% equivalent on all other purchases. We already looked at the Hilton Honors Gold status, and then it talks here about the free weekend reward night. Now, if you spend $15,000, you get a free weekend night. I'm not too worried about that. And if you spend $60,000, I don't think that's a good value. You get more stuff. You do get 10 priority pass visits if you don't have another credit card that lets you into a priority pass lounge. No transaction fees. And then there's some pretty standardized travel protections that American Express tends to have on all their cards. If you're considering getting the American Express Hilton Honors Business Credit Card, or any Hilton American Express card for that matter, I would really appreciate it if you'd use the link in the description box. That's my personal refer a friend link. That way I'll get a little bit of credit for it and maybe could take a slightly longer vacation. Some people will ask a question like, I'm not a business owner. I work a regular 9-to-5 job. I can't get this card, or can I? Well, you know what? I also work a regular desk job, a 9-to-5 job, working for the man. But I have a couple side hustles. One is I officiate high school sports, football specifically, make a very small amount of money, but it is a business, a sole proprietorship in the eyes of the government. I have to file that on my tax returns. I also have another YouTube channel. The one you're watching right now, at least as of this date, doesn't make any money for me, but my other one does. It's called Dougras, and it's about mattress reviews, those sorts of things. Link in the description box if you want to check it out. So I have a little bit of side income. I'm a sole proprietor. I'm a business. When I applied for this card and I got approved, I just did it as a sole proprietorship. I didn't have tons and tons of income. I don't want to reveal it exactly, but I'll say I had more than $1,000 a year in annual income, less than $9,000 a year in annual income from my business. And then I also list my personal income on the application. And they approved me. So I think it's definitely something you can get. So please ask me a question. Put a comment down below in the comments section. What do you think of this guy, the Hilton Business Honors Card? Is it something you're considering? Would you like me to give more examples of finding outsized value at Hilton's, or even maybe low-end values? Like if you're traveling across I-80 and you just need to get a Hampton Inn for the night or something like that. What do you think? I would love to hear from you, and please subscribe to the channel. And as always, may your spending be frugal and may your points be plenteous. Thanks for watching. I would appreciate it if you'd use the link in the description box. That's box.